Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Wanted to come on and share some things that came in the mail today, as well as a couple things that I picked up here locally. I also wanted to give you an update on my glue issue. Tombow did reach out to me and let me know that they were going to look into the glue issue, but they were also going to replace the 5 bottles that I've had trouble with. So that was very nice of them. And so I'll keep you guys updated on when that glue comes in and how it performs. They just contacted me this morning, so I was happy to get that email from them and delighted that that was their offer. So that's the update on the glue. Also, I had purchased this Hero Arts scrubber block about a month or so ago, probably, I don't know, 6 weeks maybe ago. I picked it up off of Amazon, and of course you can probably find it at any of your local retailers that sell Hero Arts as well. But this is basically a stamp scrubber, and what you do is you can spritz it with a cleaner. I've been using the Stampin' Up! Mist cleaner just because it's what I have on hand. So basically what I do is just give it a quick spritz, and then even before I remove my stamps from my stamp platform, I'm able to go ahead and give them a quick scrub. And some of you were asking on how I like this and if it tends to do a good job cleaning the stamps or if it makes a big mess of the block. And I have to tell you, I love this thing. It is exceeding all my expectations. It cleans the stamps really, really well. It cleans the lid of my Misty really well, and it does not make a mess of the blocks that I have noticed. So let's see, I don't know if maybe one of these are used. Let's see. No, none of the stamps I have on my desk are actually used, but let's go ahead and give this one a quick cleaning. So I just love this thing. It's really easy to hang on to, so it's a great wood block size, and it's just really so easy to use. So, and you can see it doesn't actually go down as far as the wood block, so it doesn't actually make contact with the wood and smear the ink all over the wood. So I like that as well. So I'm just quite pleased with this thing. So I just thought I would give you guys a quick update on the Hero Arts scrubber block. So I'll put a link down to this. I just picked it up on Amazon because I couldn't find it here locally. So I think there's a small business, probably a stamp and scrap store that sells on Amazon because it was a fairly small retailer. So anyway, I'll leave a link to that below because I love that thing. And let's see, what else? I've got my little list here. Glue, scrubber, haul, mail. I also got this in the mail today. These are ink cartridges. And basically these are cartridges that you can use with the Pilot brand of fountain pens. And I have a Pilot brand, a bunch of these Pilot brand Kakunos, and they actually work great with these pens. So basically what you do when you buy these pens, you have to either use cartridged ink, pre-cartridged ink, or you have to buy a converter to put the ink in. And the converter is actually sometimes as expensive or more expensive as these little inexpensive pens, because this pen is like $8, $10. So I found these cartridges that fit, and that way I'll be able to change my inks out without having to buy an expensive converter in here. And then also I noticed that if I have some really staining inks, I don't have to worry about it staining the acrylic of my converters. That I can just, put, if I'm using reds or hot pinks or whatever, I can, dedicate a little container to that ink. If I'm using a staining blue, I can have a container that's dedicated to staining blues, things like that. So quite happy to have these. And also, these work in the Moon Man Vanishing Point pen as well. So let me go ahead and pop this apart and show you. So this is the pen cartridge that comes out of the Vanishing Point Moon Man pen. And it has a metal cover over the top of your ink cartridge so that the mechanism for opening and closing the pen isn't damaging the ink cartridge. So you just pull that off, and then inside the pen here is one of these cartridges. And here you can see I've got a really nice dark red ink in here, and this could potentially be a really staining ink. So if I was to use the converter that comes with the pen, it could potentially stain the acrylic and could transfer into the other inks that I put into that converter. So I'm happy to have these little cartridges, and I look forward to using them. Also, I noticed that they came with this little plug, so if I wanted to change my ink before the cartridge was empty, I could pull it out, cap it, and then, you know, save it for later use. So love having these little things. I just picked these up on eBay, and I will maybe put a link down in the description box to those as well if you are interested in looking for those. So handy little thing, and I really enjoy this pen a lot. So this is the Vanishing Point fountain pen. So great little pen. I also got these in the mail today. These are some replacement nibs that I picked up for my Moonman C1, which is this large barrel fountain pen. This pen I purchased in a fine nib, and I'm finding it's just too fine for me. So I purchased, instead of a new pen, I purchased a replacement nib. So what I'll do at the end of the video here is I'll just pull this fine nib out of the pen and insert one of these medium nibs and show you that process if you're interested. So I'll do that at the end of the video. But yeah, delighted to have these little cartridges, because I really love these Kakuno pens. My favorite nib size is the medium, and I'm just delighted to be able to use the little cartridge in there instead of the converter like I have in this pen. So fun stuff, cheap goodies. All right, so let's go ahead and put this aside. Let's see, I took my Aunt Patty over to see my mom today, and we had a really good visit. It was nice to see her. And on our way home, we stopped at a Dollar Tree, so I thought I'd share the things that I picked up. I found some jute cord there in this different style that I have seen there before. I also picked up this one, which is the tool bench variety, which has been there for a long time. But I thought I would compare these twines, because I think this tool bench twine is a little bit thicker. So let me pull the plastic off of here. All right, so this is the Crafter's Square Natural Jute Cord. Let's see. I'm probably opening it from the wrong end, of course. And I think the end is here. So yeah, this looks to be quite a bit heavier actually than the ball. This one's definitely seems to be a little bit denser and fuzzier, maybe, where this one seems a bit more lightweight. Yeah, that's probably the biggest difference in them, is the weight of this tool bench one is a little bit heavier than the Crafter's Square variety. So still, I don't mind having both varieties. So there's that. And then I also picked up a package of Jingle Bells. They're starting to put out their Christmas stuff, if you can believe it. So I picked up a package of these smaller Jingle Bells. And then they also had the gingerbreads again. So I did pick up 2 packages of these little cuties. I enjoyed using these last year, and we'll use them again this year. And I think that's all I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I also was out running some errands yesterday, and let me set these aside so they're not all crinkly on us. I was out running errands yesterday. We stopped at Tuesday morning, and we were actually looking for a new dog bed for Oliver, and I happened to, of course, check the craft aisle just in case, and actually found some Tim Holtz stuff there. So I picked up a set of these buttons. I really like the vintage style accoutrements. And then I also picked up this as well. So these are the word bands, and I thought these were cute. So got those. And then there was also, oh, actually I picked up 2 of the buttons. There was also a paper pad there. So I grabbed this. This is the Paper Stash 12 by 12, and I won't flip through it, but you can see here all the different wonderful vintage inspired prints. And I just love all these like ledgers and the receipts and news articles. Here's like a old pattern envelope. So I was delighted to find this there. And it's a double-sided paper, really nice, of course, nice quality, which you can expect from that particular brand. So was happy to find those too. And then in the mail today, I received my Adorn It order. I had not signed up for the monthly recipe club. I have now, but I hadn't until just this last month. And so I placed an order for some of the sets that I wanted, open stock, basically. So let me share these with you. So I picked up the rhubarb jam. Rhubarb blueberry jam, excuse me. So, of course, since we grow blueberries, I thought this would be a fun one to have. Cute little images. And then I also picked up the pumpkin bars. And I really like this little pumpkin seeds stamp and this fall leaf. I like this little swirly here. Cute pumpkin. I picked up strawberry jam. And then I also picked up this one here. This, I don't know what this one's called. It's another jam jar. So that's cute. And then I picked up the Harvest set that has the pumpkin, the sentiment, this leaf here, which I actually have this leaf in a wood block. And it has the leaf and the pumpkin pie spice image as well. Real cute. This is the only one that came in the plastic sleeve, which I thought was interesting. I really wish they had what am I trying to say? You know, an insert provided. So here is the honey variety. And this is the image that Marilyn G used on a card that she sent me recently. So thanks for that again, Marilyn. So cute. And my sister really loves honeybees. So I thought I would make some cards for her. And then I also got the honey bun cake set. That little bee is so cute. And then finally I picked up this one. This is the jar set. And so it has just various different jars and a tag. And then the large jar there. So real fun. I'm excited to receive the monthly recipe sets. And of course, the month that I sign up for, I think the next month that's coming out is the wassail beverage, and I have that one on wood block. So bummer, I'll be getting a duplicate with my first order of the monthly kit, but that's all right. So. And then also in the mail today, I got a card from Valentina. She is a viewer that lives up in Canada, and she was so kind to send me a card, and you guys wait until you see this. First of all, though, look at the cute washi tape on the back. Isn't that fun? I might be able to pull that off and put it in my journal. We'll see. You wait until you see this card, because remember, I just shared earlier this week that I picked up this penny black stamp. Oh my word. Val, this card is so cute. You should have heard me squeal when I opened the envelope. This is the cutest image ever. I just love it. Thank you so much. And it says, if you met my family, you would understand. I love this yellow seam binding. That's so pretty. And a cute little button that she's added there. Oh, I love this. So cute. And she's got tracing wheel just everywhere. Zoom, zoom, all crazy. So you know I love that as well. So thank you so much. And she left me a sweet note inside, and she left the inside of the card blank so that I can use it again. And Val, I'm going to be putting this up in my mom's room. My mom lives in an assisted living residence not too far from here, so I'll be putting this up in her room because I think she'll get a kick out of it as well. And then I'll know, I know I'll get a kick out of seeing it when I go visit her. So thank you so much. This is just the cutest thing ever. And I thought, how funny is that I literally just picked this stamp up. Could not believe it. So fun. All right. I think that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching my video. Oh, I need to swap out that nib. So if you're interested in watching me swap out the nib, I'll do that now. Of course, after I share this that I picked up at Tuesday morning also, which I forgot to mention. I picked up these 2 sets of washi tapes. This one is the one that's called Journey. And this one is called Salvaged. I like this one because it has like floral prints. It's got some ledger prints, some wallpapery looking prints, and also some text. So I thought that was an interesting couple of sets. So I was glad to find those as well. All right, so let me go ahead and swap out this nib. So if you're interested in watching that, you can. If not, thanks so much for watching my video, and I will talk to you again soon. All right, so I'm going to just pull this nib out here. So this is a fine Moon Man nib. And I think maybe, I can't decide if I want to leave the ink in here. I think I will. All right, so these, the nib inserts just have some threads. So it's actually just threaded into the section here. So I'm just going to untwist this. There we go. And take that right out. Now, not all fountain pens can, you can remove sections like this. Some of them you just have to pull the nib and the feed just completely out of the section. These, though, are quite nice in that they just screw into that section in there. And if I look down in there, I can actually see the ink way down in there. So there's really quite a large opening to access the ink, or basically to fill it, I removed this section completely and filled the barrel of the pen using that hole there. So, and it has rubber gasket washers to keep the ink from leaking. So that's critically important if you're using a pen as a dropper pen. You want to make sure it has good gaskets. All right, so let's go ahead and put one of these in place. So this is the fine, that's the one I just took out. And this is the new medium nib. So I'll pop this in and screw it into place. Now this ink is going to take a few minutes to travel down to the writing end of the nib. So I will just go ahead and set this pen right side up here and let gravity take hold of that ink and bring it down to the writing end of the pen. But until it comes down here, we won't be able to write with it unless I primed the nib with some ink. But I'm just going to let gravity do its thing, and I will give you a writing sample at the end of the video. All right, so I've just got a little scratch paper here. I'll go ahead and try doing a writing sample with my new medium-sized nib in my pen. Ooh, I love it. Perfect. Yay! So sometimes when you buy fountain pens, you don't have the choice of which size nib to get. So it's nice to be able to have replacement nibs. These you do have the choice when you buy the pen, but I thought I wanted to try the fine point nib, but I have found that it was just too fine for me. So I'm glad to be able to have purchased a replacement nib in that medium size. So this is perfect. I am excited to have this. And now I think I'll use this gingerbread ink a lot more frequently. because it actually has a little better flow out of this larger nib size, and I can see the fun shading that this ink has as a characteristic. So fun. But that's how you change a nib on the Moonman C1 dropper filled fountain pen. So anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.